Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being with us here for a CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. We're giving you all the details on the 2 incoming storms headed our way. But for today, your Wednesday, things are very comfortable out there. So we'll start off with, of course, how things are going today and then jump into the next several days. For starters, it was a cold start to the day, but by the afternoon, temperatures are going to be in the upper 50s. A couple spots that could make it into the low 60s with some passing cloud cover. Not going to be anything too dense. We still expect the sun to be peeking through the majority of the day. However, do keep in mind that that jacket will come in handy both in the morning and toward the afternoon hours. Even this afternoon, despite making it to the upper 50s, we are still going to be trending about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than average. So that means that that jacket is definitely warranted out there. When we look outside, so far this morning has been gorgeous. Again, passing clouds, dense at times, but important to recognize that this is just kind of a very mild pattern for our winter. We're going to hold on to this mild weather today, tomorrow, even for the day on Friday, and then Friday night into Saturday is the arrival of this next storm. So let's take a look at those headlines. Cool, sunny today with warmer temperatures to come. We're going to get a nice boost in afternoon highs for tomorrow throughout the rest of the weekend into next week. It's going to be very comfortable out there for tomorrow afternoon in particular because we'll get that more notable boost in temperatures. And then a chance for a rainy Friday evening all the way through next week. Right now, we're going to get a break in between. So the arrival of 2 separate troughs of low pressure and attached to atmospheric rivers, those are what are taking center stage as the next opportunity for wet weather. First wave is going to come Friday night into Saturday. Second wave is going to come Tuesday into Wednesday. So with each of these, we're looking at about ½ an inch of accumulating rain. Remember, the cutoff for snow is going to be much higher for these storms because of how warm it's going to be out there. So we'll look at the big picture and I'll touch on that. But I also want to mention we're going to have those gusty west winds picking up today and then again Friday into Saturday. So with this first wave of an atmospheric river approaching, snow levels are going to be as high as 9,000 feet. You might remember that last storm brought those snow levels all the way down to about 1,500 to 2,000 feet. That means in the in-between, where there is still snow accumulation on the ground, that rain is going to weigh down that snow. That is going to be heavy snow. We want to watch out for people's roofs, possible damage to roofs and property. We're also watching out for the possibility of flooding because that rain is going to induce a lot of that snow melt, and that's where we could see that rapid runoff of water. We're going to keep tabs on that right now. We're erring more on the possibility of property damage as opposed to any flash flooding, for example. This is more going to be minor aerial flooding that we'll see. So here's that first trough of low pressure sinking down across the state of California. Northern California getting the brunt of it. Central California starting to break apart. And then as it hits Southern California, south of the Bight, well, we get the weakening end of this storm. That, again, is going to be late Friday into Saturday. We get a break into Sunday and Monday. A weak ridge of high pressure builds. Next trough lined up along the coast comes Tuesday into Wednesday. We also get the weakening end. The question mark is attached to this big spot of green, whether or not it will also weaken and hit LA, weaken headed towards San Diego, or whether or not we will get the brunt of it. That is still a little too far out to know, but it does appear as of right now that both of these waves, for both the Friday storm and the Tuesday storm, will get about ½ an inch for each. Lighter accumulations expected the farther south you go. So if you're down toward the South Bay, for example, you might see more of a ½ an inch to ½ an inch as opposed to the ½ an inch that we'll see. Mountaintops expecting the heaviest accumulations. For this afternoon, we are dry. 50s in play, 59 for Ramona, 62 for El Cajon, 55 for Alpine, and 57 for Campo. Again, these temperatures are still trending 5 to 10 degrees cooler than average, and then we'll get a little bit of warmth for tomorrow. That boost in temperatures, nearly 10 degrees from this afternoon into tomorrow afternoon. We hold on to widespread 60s, only cooling down as we head toward about the middle of next week. That's going to be with each storm that comes. So Friday into Saturday, you see the raindrop symbols on there. And then again, Tuesday into Wednesday. Remember, we are going to spring forward as we head toward the spring season. That's going to be that change, that start of daylight saving time. So we're going to see that from late Saturday into Sunday, technically Sunday at 2 a.m. So before you go to bed on on Saturday night, a good idea to spring those clocks forward 1 hour. Of course, the morning time, not going to be as delightful as we wait for that sunrise, but it will give the kids out there after school an opportunity to spend more time in the daylight, riding their bikes, enjoying the beautiful San Diego weather that we've got out here for the afternoon and evening. Remember, you can find more on this forecast. It's over on our website, cbs8.com/weather. We've got all of these graphics in text form, essentially. You can also watch all of the latest stories here on the CBS 8 Plus app, where you can keep up to date on all of your local news, weather, and traffic. We appreciate you being with us here for a CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. I'm Evan Durrani. Have a wonderful Wednesday.